music, moving, dictation, drawings, they're all frames of art in their own way. Music communicates feelings that a few individuals discover it difficult to do. Design could be a sense of passion and appears to you people identity without the sharing a word. So appreciating it will be a way of saying thank you for permitting you to be, however express yourself in whatever class of our art of employ. Without art, what would life be like? Having an appreciation for art moreover make a difference to us to create an appreciation for each other and how we are special in our possessive way. It is exceptionally effective in its normally creates basic and effective considering attitudes.
By learning everything on what is art throughout the semester, art, a matter around us, must be seen everywhere and being used in our daily life. It encompasses a large variety of works, from painting to sculptures, architecture to design, and in modern times, digital art, everyone can appreciate and marvel at art, and being subjective in nature. Different art forms appeal to different people. Art appreciation, however, refers to the exploration and analysis of the art forms that we are exposed to. It can be highly subjective depending on an individual personal taste and preferences, or can be done on the basis of several grounds such as element of design, principles, and mastery displayed in a piece. Art appreciation also involves a deeper look into inserting an historical implication and background on the piece and study its origin.
As the semester ends, what do I have learned? Well, it's all about an overwhelming amount of information regarding the fundamentals of visual arts, the artists and works and ways to look at the art. I learned that there are elements, principles that go in creating and appreciating art. Line, shape, form, volume, mass, value, space, color, time, and motion are the elements. Contrast, variety, balance, scale, proportion, emphasis, focal point, pattern, rhythm, and content analysis are the principles. The first, I had to came to understand what defines art. I found that there is no simple definition to define art. Art is an art, creative interpretation of imagination of an composition.
To understand the past, we have to understand the artifact of past. But they are also important to us as a way to approach the past. Artifacts are the touchstone that bring memories and meaningful life, but instead open it up to new interpretation and different point of view. They provide opportunities to challenge and enhance our understanding. Having appreciation for artifacts of our ancestors, moreover, makes different to us to create an appreciation for each other and how we all possess it in our way. Without artifact, what would be like?
When artists depict a mirror and a painting necessarily lacks the most obvious property of a mirror. As we move around the painting of the mirror, the reflection, we see it do not change, and yet the presentation of mirrors and other reflections surface can be quite convincing in paintings here we will examine the rules of reflection. There are many ways that painters can break those rules without losing the impression of reflection, and the rules that cannot be broken. The rules that govern the perception of reflection are a small subset of the physical rules of reflection. Without art, what would life be like? Having an appreciation for art, moreover, makes a difference to us to create an appreciation for each other.
Art is a reflection of society because the art includes a various branch of painting, music, literature, dance, and other creative activity. They have a significant impact on society. Religion and education thus deserve the same reverence bestowed upon the science. As society expand and grow, art is changed to reflect as a new development art, reflect our history and document the crucial component of our life. When artists depict a mirror in a painting, it necessarily lacks the most obvious property. Mirror is removed around the painting of the mirror to reflect is seen it do not change.
Artworks can be done in symbolic function, communication even without any words, entertainment, political change, social cause, and psychological and healing purposes. Every artwork has a different purpose and function. All of us can be an artist. We have different reasons why we can make our own masterpiece. It considers our expression, imaginations, emotions, and feelings. I've learned to appreciate different artwork not only in physical aspects, but also the purpose behind it. In fact, we can probably study the story of artists, why he or she made her masterpiece. Therefore, we cannot judge the other artworks by its cover, but we can find what is the purpose and its function. Or don't judge artworks, but appreciate it.
Do you feel sad today? Feel anxious, empty, or luckily your heart is filled of joy? I myself experience those quite sometimes. Fortunately, I had something that I could ease those emotions that sometimes I could no longer contain. Are you wondering what I'm referring to? This is what we call art. With all the lessons we got to know, as time goes by, I realized that there's a love of arts within me. The arts could speak on my behalf, as it expresses what my heart contains. Art is special. It connects to creativity and feelings. In this, I am thankful I had the chance to profound my knowledge in arts. So what are you waiting for? Try to figure arts within you and found what has store in you.
The theme of nature in art has almost always been present within American art, Korean art, or art from any other culture. Sometimes its depiction can be literal or even abstract, narrowing it down to just color of the nature world. Nature can be simple add on the painting to convey a sense of depth or perspective. However, it can also be the main focus of a work of art. Nature of art is color mixing to form a defining of imagination. The nature of art is a reflection of the state of society at any given point. As application, we should know the state of any society, find what is widely considered art. For me, art means whatever you want it to be. Exhibit a lack of concrete purpose by creating intellectual thoughts and unified culture, all which requisite in a healthy society. A society can reverse its decline through the arts by finding meaning and purpose. As an amateur artist, I support nature through artworks. I paint nature in nature itself. If you want to be an artist, you should know this. An artist believes in his work because he put his life and emotion in it.
I thought that art was just making pretty pictures. Actually, art is connected to our life. Art opens all of those kind of passages and possibilities to think beyond what we already know. Art is also a reflection of the society. That we are the kind of mirror that art holds up. The way that art helps define the identity of a man. That's why art is important. It is vital to who we are and how we express ourselves, how we count that we existed in this world. Art is everywhere. When you open a magazine, there is an art. When you listen to radio, there is an art. When you walk down the street, there are street signs. Art is always important.
Studying the art of the past teaches us how people have seen themselves and their world, and how they want to show this to others. Art history provides means by which we can understand our human past and its relationship to our present. Because the act of making art is one of humanity's most ubiquitous activities. Art history teaches students to analyze the visual, sensual evidence to be found in diverse works of art, architecture and design in combination with textual evidence. The arts play a big role in human see and interact with others and the world in general. Art helps us emotionally, financially, psychologically, and even helps to shape individual and collective personality. There are so many reasons why art is important in the world, today and always.
I have learned a lot in this subject, art appreciation, through the discussion and research about its concept in history. I've learned about the artists of how they apply or manage their time in some artworks. In order to evaluate and appreciate art in deeper level, I also learned about the visual art forms and their cultural connection by learning about history and principles. It occurs in the appropriation it fits. Because of the subject, I have some appreciation in art and also develop an Paleolithic age of man and other concepts. And artwork, the nature of art, the historical that I have learned in art appreciation.